What's up everyone? I hope you're having a great start to your Lunar New Year, the year of the ox. Today I have a couple of announcements to make, and I also wanted to share some upcoming changes that we're thinking of making to Made With Lau, and I also wanted to just open up and share some personal updates, how I'm doing, and how I'm kind of dealing with burnout. First off, I am super excited to share two really big collaborations that we've been working on in the past few weeks. We had an amazing opportunity to work with BuzzFeed's Tasty to showcase our family's Go recipe, which was a ton of fun. They basically asked us to film everything ourselves, and then we sent the footage back to them so that they could edit it.
My name is Randy, and I'm a second-generation Chinese American.
I think the team at Tasty did a really good job with the video, although I am not surprised at all given the high quality content that they release every single day. And as a filmmaker, it was actually pretty interesting to see what the producers were looking for, which more than anything was just about the relationship between me and my dad and our interaction. And it was really cool to be able to represent our Chinese community and share a traditional recipe on such a huge platform. We also recently teamed up with Beryl Shereshewski, who is an incredibly talented filmmaker and YouTuber.
Hi, I'm Beryl, and the theme for today's episode is the Lunar New Year.
Previously, she used to produce extremely high quality mini documentaries for CNN's Great Big Story. Unfortunately, Great Big Story was closed down, I think due to COVID, but Beryl basically took all of her talents and creativity and started her own YouTube channel where she highlights foods from all around the world and also brings her audience members into her videos to share their stories. She asked me to do an interview for her Lunar New Year video to highlight my dad's steamed fish recipe. And Beryl did an extremely great job producing the video, and she includes stories not only from just me, but from Chinese people all over the world talking about what Lunar New Year means to us. I'm also kind of a softie, and to be honest, I got a little emotional in a good way watching the end of her video. I've included links to both of these videos in our description, and I highly recommend you check them out and subscribe to Beryl's YouTube channel and follow Tasty on social media. Also, as of last week, we just launched a Patreon. If you're not familiar, Patreon is a platform that allows you to directly support creators like us that create content that you love. I talk about this a lot more in our last video on why we started Made With Lau, how each recipe video takes me about 50 to 60 hours a week to produce, and why we're asking for your support through Patreon. If you haven't seen last week's video, I've linked it in our description. A big, huge shout out to Alan, Thomas, Mike, KM, Chris, Holing, Sylvie, Robert, Marianne, Annie, Larissa, Victor, Eric, Michael, Christina, Holly, Nancy, Mr. Martini, Benjamin, Robin, Leslie, Lester, VI, and Rehearsal Cat. If you're interested in supporting us and have the means, we have some special perks for our Patreon supporters, and I've included a link where you can learn more about it. We launched this channel on September 1st, which is a little over 5 months ago. We actually just crossed 25,000 subscribers, which we are super excited about. And by the way, if you're watching this and haven't subscribed yet, we would love it if you hit that subscribe button. As a YouTuber and content creator, I am extremely committed to not missing a week. I think it might not be a big deal for everyone, but I definitely know that there are a select group of you out there that look forward to our videos every single week and watch our videos right when they go live. Our family really appreciates that, and I feel like there's a sense of trust with you guys that I don't want to break. We've been publishing a video every single Tuesday, which I honestly kind of picked arbitrarily, but moving forward, we will now be publishing on Fridays, which makes a lot more sense for my life and for my family. The way my weeks have been going currently, I'm basically scrambling to finish editing on Monday to publish on Tuesday, and then I decompress a little bit on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then I'm scrambling to get next week's video ready. Publishing on Friday would allow me to have Friday evening and Saturday as a day to decompress. That's more conducive to having a social life and more in line with when society tends to take a break as well. This channel has been extremely fulfilling, also extremely engaging as a creative endeavor, but it's also a ton of work given the standards that I set for myself when we share our videos. I've honestly been feeling a little bit burnt out recently, especially with everything else that's been going on outside of just sharing our weekly videos, like BuzzFeed or our collab with Beryl. My family and I, we definitely want to do this for many years to come, and more than anything, I just need to make sure that I'm enjoying the process and to make sure that I'm taking care of myself along the way. I'm sure I'm not the only one who's ever felt burnt out before, so I'd love to know what you guys like to do to deal with burnout in the comments. On a more upbeat note, we had a really fun time celebrating Lunar New Year as a family. My dad went to town with a 9-course dinner as usual, and we will be sharing highlights from Lunar New Year in our upcoming char siu recipe video. It was my son's first Lunar New Year ever, and we made it a point to get lots and lots of cute pictures and videos with him in a traditional red outfit. Finally, I'd love to get your opinion on how we structure our videos. For creators, YouTube has this thing called YouTube Studio, which among many things offers us creators pretty extensive insight into how our viewers are interacting with our videos as a whole. If you've ever watched any of our recipe videos, you probably already know that we always sit down and eat a meal together as a family. I call it mealtime. This is absolutely one of my favorite things about our channel and not something that I plan on stopping. But if you look at the analytics for most of our recipe videos, a lot of people start dropping off at this point. So my wife and I have been talking about potentially restructuring our videos. So I'd love to ask you and get your response in the comments below. Would you prefer A, no change to our videos, recipe instruction plus mealtime in one video? B, weaving parts of mealtime together with the recipe instruction? Or C, separate videos for recipe instruction and mealtime? Again, please let us know in the comments what you think about this. I would love to get your feedback. And if you made it to the end, thank you so much for all of your support with Made With Lau. This has been one of the most fulfilling things I've ever done, and I'm excited to continue sharing many more videos and stories with you in the years to come. Cheers, and see you in the next video.